Do, do, do. Hi, everybody. Here's a little joy
Hi.
for you. Valerie's going to bring more joy to our lives today.
Joy.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
We got
yeah,
to
yeah.
find the joy. Uh, I was missing the joy there for a little while. So
Well, we
I
all were, I think. Yeah, absolutely. So thank you for being with us. And if you don't know who this is my friend Valerie from Illumination Portal. And she's an astrologer and a psychic, and she's just a wonderful gal. I love her. And we've got one of our own on their way about 90 miles probably by now up. Randy is coming to visit me. If you haven't met Randy in the chat, then you'll know she's coming up to Seattle to see me. And yeah, so I'm excited about it. She should be here probably within a couple hours. So
That's going to
she's
be
crazy.
fun.
I
Yeah.
know. I know. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. So let's say hi to who's here. We're going to say hi to Janet and Leah and Maureen D'Amico. And she just came back from her husband and hers anniversary dinner.
Oh,
Congratulations.
nice.
Yeah. And our friend Emerald Buddha's here. And we have Christine Fryer. And we have Connie Epley and Michelle Krantz, Mary Beth Lee, one of my new my new members rather, Karen Doyle, Sonia J, Dr. Ann from New Zealand. And we've got our Amanda Carroll, who I'm going to see tomorrow. Amanda Carroll's coming down to meet Randy and see me at my house. And we have our beautiful friend oil painter, Diana. Yeah. And we have just visiting. Oh, thank you, Mary Beth. You're a sweetheart. We have Louise here with us, Coyote Rosenbaum. And we have Linda Kennedy. Are you still in the water, Linda Kennedy? So today, my husband was told he needs to do water therapy to get his strength back. And we found a place he can go to, an aquatic center. And I thought, oh, it's too bad we didn't live near Linda Kennedy, because then she could walk around in their pool. So anyway,
Nice.
there's Water Lily. And yeah, Sonia, it's good to see you, my dear. And we've got Morella. And we have, you're jealous of this. I know you got, but you're getting there, Anne. You're getting there. It's going to be spring really soon for you, Anne. And then we'll be wishing we were in New Zealand.
Yeah.
So who else? Anybody? Did I miss anybody? Let's see. Oh, no. We don't want to miss anybody. 2.5 hours of prune time. Oh yeah, there's Mary Starshine. Thank you. Yeah. And Leah, I said hello to you earlier, but you may not have been in the chat at that moment. So welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to start out with a couple of really interesting things. Valerie's going to talk about the astrology of what's going on. We're going to talk a little bit about Lionsgate coming up.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about this really cool thing that Valerie found about geomagnetic storm in the plasma and what happened with it. So
that is so cool. I love it all.
I know, it's wonderful. Oh, you're up in Maine? Are you up in Maine, Linda Thompson? I met my twin brothers having a time. We've been to Maine. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Have a fish sandwich for me. I love that. That's wonderful. Did I miss somebody? I think I might have missed Maria Rivera. Might have been in here. I thought somebody said hello to Maria. Okay. It shows up under Carlos, but she's the one. All right. Yeah, she's here. Hello, Anna Hutchinson too.
Anna Hutchinson. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Beautiful souls. You feel the energy just gets so nice. Like it's just such a high vibration on your shows and in our community. And everybody comes in.
We are very lucky.
I mean, it's just such a blessing. It is such a blessing.
It is. So we got Sharon, Lori, and Barbara Nesper. So hello, ladies. I would be remiss not to say hello. So I'm going to let Valerie talk a little bit about the astrology. How about that? Yeah.
Well, we have, well, that's been crazy energy, but on the 4th of August, we have the new moon in Leo, right? Which is all about going into our heart. The last okay, that's a new moon in Leo, right? Where the sun and the moon are together. We had the last full moon was the second Capricorn full moon. It was at 29 degrees. And that's important because the first one was at 1 and they were a month apart. And on that day was the day Biden came out, because that's what that astrology says. In full moon in Capricorn, something in the government, something in the systems is going to be disrupted, right? There's be upheaval. And at 29 degrees, that's what that usually, like something significant. And he came out and supported Kamala that day. So this to me
he
was
also brokered. He brokered that hostage release an hour before he came out for Kamala.
Oh wow!
Yes,
So
yes, they said that today. Yeah.
Yeah, see, there's so much we don't get to see as
I
astrologers
know.
or psychics or whatever we're
Yeah.
into, right? But there's so much happening behind the scenes, and that really did, even though it was kind of kicked the air out of all of us for a second, and once we sat with it for a minute, it was just like you could feel the difference in the energy. I mean,
Yes.
I feel, and joy is just like keeps running through my head. Everybody has got this new lease on life. I feel like it's that higher.
Yeah, like an injection of vitamin C or something.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That's so perfect. And see, and that's what the Leo new moon is going to do, right? Because we're in Leo season. Leo's about the heart.
Right.
About, first of all, love and accept ourselves. Do and only focus on what you love and value. And that's really important on this new moon because we'll have Venus at 29 degrees Leo. And that's about where are you going to place your focus? Are you going to, uh, Spirit is saying to only focus on what you love and value. Really, everything else is not, it'll be really uncomfortable if we're not there. Because with that Venus, even though she's just going to be sitting there, she's building up to it right now. Venus plays a huge role in this month, but she always does. She does represent what we love and value. But later that day, she's going to go into Virgo. Okay, but the thing is, there's it's called a yod, where we have two. This is like a finger of God, right?
Yeah.
Mercury has been in her position between 0 and 29, and we have 29-degree Pluto in Aquarius. I'm sorry, 0-degree Pluto in Aquarius, 29-degree Neptune in Pisces are the bottom. So where that triangle's pointing, that finger of God is pointing, is Mercury, and then it went to Venus. So it's about how we speak to ourselves, how we hear our heart speak to us. Does that make sense? Because in Leo, when Mercury's in Leo, it's all about how do you talk to yourself? How are we? And then Venus goes in there and she's like, focus on what you love and value. So this is kind of all, I mean, this is how it was last year. All the personal planets were in Leo. And we had a big Venus season last year. And this is like the year later. And it's like layers, right? It layers on there. But for these, Diana and I say this probably for the last 2 years, for these last couple of years, the Spirit wants us to really focus in on what makes our heart smile, and here we keep getting pulled off from the news and from the circus that's going on out there.
Yeah.
But I think we scaled, we reached a peak. We crossed over something. It's significant. And it feels, Leo sees the big picture in the heart too, Leo. Right?
That's right. Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. There's what I saw today really, really excited me because it was Kamala having some advertising with the main singer from NSYNC. I can't think of his name, but he was singing one of his songs. What do you want to say? It's time for the bye, 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 or something like that for Donald. And then I
Oh,
saw David Hogg, and David Hogg was one of the young kids who advocated for gun control after the shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas in Florida. And he's 20 years old. He's a Harvard graduate, and he's
what?
going to work for Kamala, doing whatever. All of these young people are all in, and they're giving their donations, and they're
Yeah,
all, it's amazing. So
it
yeah,
really did.
yeah,
It
mhm,
shot, like you said, it was like a shot to the arm for
yeah, yeah,
America. We had been in, well, we all know this, PTSD
yeah,
since 2016, and this was like
uh-huh,
the first beautiful thing we've heard. And it just, Juno and I did Kamala's chart the other day. I did her chart. It was on my channel, and Juno gave her one of her personal tarot mandala readings. I mean,
yes, you told me, yeah,
she's
that's
meant for
awesome,
this. I
yeah,
mean, she's
yeah,
just like,
uh-huh,
the more I learned about her through her chart, the more I was like, oh my God, she's just
yeah,
such a, uh,
yeah,
she really does want justice and fairness. You know,
yeah,
she's,
she does, she does, it's
um,
all,
so that new moon's going to be powerful. I would suggest
mhm,
doing some sort of little ceremony for yourself, especially a I love me ceremony. And that's not, I don't
oh,
want to make it sound like we're conceited or, it's all about me. But really, we must
we
love and
gotta love
accept
ourselves,
ourselves
yeah,
first before we can love
yes,
anyone else.
that's
And
right,
and
mhm,
this has been the message. I mean, this is a big message Spirit's been bringing in for a few years now. Despite everything else going on, it is important because once we are solid in ourselves and we know what we want to focus on, life is more enjoyable, which is really what this
oh
is
yeah,
all about. Leo
yeah,
brings in the joy and the happiness. Leos are very happy people and
that's true,
courageous. You could start a new very creative. This is our creativity center too. So if you
mhm,
have something you want to start, this is a
mhm,
good time to go for that. But there's all this solar activity. Oh yeah, I think so. I definitely do, Leah. In fact,
yeah,
that was the article I sent Allie. It was
yes,
showing of the all that. Remember when we were seeing the northern lights? I think that was May coming
yep,
down uh, further because of all those solar flares. NASA released a study today saying we have these we have protection around Earth. They're called they're radiation belts, proton belts. They're called the
mhm,
Van Allen belts. Yeah, there they are. And that that thing that happened in May with all those solar flares created a third Van Allen belt. So to me, the first thing they showed me when I was like, oh my God, that is so cool. Because I always wonder, how does Earth withstand those hits from the sun, with the
yeah,
solar flares, and how do we withstand? And I mean, it really is. It comes in, it removes density and toxins and baggage out of us, but at the same time, it brings in light codes, light information that each of us are being attuned to, I should say. So when
mhm,
I saw that the photon belt, there was another one. To me, it's like that's even though that energy is pretty high vibrational coming in now. It to me, it just my the way my guide showed it to me it was very high vibrational, a protection for those of us as we're raising in frequency. That's how I
mm,
saw it.
mhm.
Pretty cool though, isn't it?
It's
I mean,
it is, and it says on here that Earth, they're donut-shaped particles, and the third belt formed sandwiched between the other two. So
yeah.
it's like a whole integration of this plasma energy. And when I've been reading on time shifts, timeline stuff, it's all plasma
Mm.
related. It
Yes,
has, yeah. So
yes.
it almost said now I just feel like I just got an aha here. The timeline did shift 2 weeks ago.
Absolutely. Yes.
And
Yeah.
yeah. And so I wonder if that third proton, that radiation belt had anything to do with it.
I mean, we've been, I think it was, I'm not sure the count today. I know yesterday we had a 9 M class solar flares the day before. So it just like, this is not normal when we're in a solar maximum. The last time we were in that was in 2012, 2011. That's when I was noticing I was really sick back then, and I would notice they kept somehow that would come up into my awareness. You know how your guides bring you information, and you're like, "Why are you showing me solar flares?" Well, here the solar flares were clearing out the density. That's I was so sick from them.
Yeah, well,
But
and I haven't been, I've had my own issues. So, and yeah,
and it
wow,
comes through you, and
it comes through you. Yep.
but at the same time, it's making you stronger. Like our cellular structure is stronger, and we're going from carbon base to crystalline base, and
Right.
that's you can't do that overnight. It's a process, right? So Leah had also put something down about how do we know, how does this central sun affect Leo season?
Oh,
Um,
yeah. Okay.
yeah, and yeah, we are shifting faster. Uh, the time hasn't been the same in a while, but we know we all felt something 2 weeks ago. It was significant,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Mm,
Mary Starshine said also Schumann
yeah,
frequency had those high spikes.
yeah,
And yeah, we feel them whether we recognize what's going on or not. We definitely can feel our etheric body feels it.
right. And,
Yeah.
and look, it's all connected, right? And
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah.
How many bodies we have, like 5 or 6 energy bodies that comes into our, physical body and helps remove um, toxins and density.
Yeah.
So anyway, Leah, I wanted to say the energy that flows through the central sun comes you got to see like the suns are connected the way it's shown to me. They're connected energetically. They share energy. It kind of comes down, from we could go from the galactic center. That energy comes in and it goes down to all these different suns, comes to our central sun, goes to our
Mhm.
neighborhood sun, right? And those
Mhm.
energies come in and affect us. Um, to me, it's all. I mean, Leo season is the sun, so,
That's
so
very true. Yeah,
uh,
that's very
how
true.
how you
Yeah.
gonna get past that? And then we have the 888 coming up, which Allie, Diana, and I and Priscilla from the Crone Zone are all going to get together and do an 888 show on my channel.
Yeah.
Um, this is about, and this is a big one because the 2024 adds up to an 8. So it's not just 88, it's 888. And
Right.
these are portals. Like, to me, everything is a portal. We go from Cancer season to Leo season. There's portals there. You go from new moon to full moon. That's a portal. Um,
Mhm.
whatever happened to us 2 weeks ago on that full moon, that was huge. That was,
Yeah.
I mean, it's powerful. And it's
It was.
energy frequency coming in. And for
Mhm.
us, we're raising in frequency to match these higher frequencies. And this is how we're coming into the new earth, right?
Right.
So
Right.
that's
Yep.
all that's all coming through. Now this goes on all fall, right? But this energy that we pick up in 888, right? That's that's powerful energy to get us through the fall
Mhm.
season, right?
Yeah.
So
Yep. Yep. It's
um
true.
I don't know,
Wow.
what did you bring in? What I know you
Um,
brought some 88 stuff here.
I did.
Mastermind.
I just first want to say a couple things. The first thing is, our Karen Doyle lost 2 pets. One of them was carried away by a hawk, and that's like the worst thing you
Oh
could
my
ever
God.
imagine. Yes.
Huh.
And she lost another animal as well this week. And while I was on with Terry Renner at noon, Carl Heese had a cat die in his arms. So
Oh,
I don't think it's just people who aren't
no.
prepared for the new energy. I think it's affecting the animals as well. So I just
Mm,
want to shout out to you, Karen, and so much love, because it was just a horrendous week for you, and
I'm
we love you
sorry.
dearly. Yeah.
Mm,
Your 12-year-old dog Spooky was the other one. Yeah. Yeah. But her cat was named Buddy, and I know that would
mm,
that's what Valerie's dog was, Buddy.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
Anyway, um, I want to say
amazing.
hi, Courtney Elf. It's good to see you. So let's talk a little bit about 8-8, because we've not only got
Mm-hmm.
2 8s, we've got 3 8s.
Three, yeah.
2024 is an 8. So we got
Nope.
8 8 and 8. And
Mm,
this is what I found: unexpected blessings,
mm-hmm.
sudden surprises,
Yeah.
divine justice. And I have to tell you that Chutkin just got January 6th back in her court. She makes the decision if Trump was doing what he was doing on January 6th as a president or as
Mm-hmm.
a candidate. And we know what it was, all of us. And we know Chutkin will
Mm-hmm.
take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
Quantum leaps. We've just had quantum leaps. Look at
Mm-hmm.
Kamala. And whoever she picks as a vice president, she's got some really wonderful, we will know before the 8-8. So we're
Yes.
going to know that.
Yeah.
Profound insights,
Yeah.
spiritual enlightenment,
Yeah.
personal growth and liberation, deeper connections, DNA repairs.
Yes.
That
Oh,
might be what you went through and I went through the last week or so. Yeah.
yeah.
New opportunities. Yeah. New opportunities and awareness. And listen, course corrections, which is what Joe did.
Mm,
Joe did a course correction.
I
So,
love that.
and when I heard that about him, because I watched him today, he had been welcoming back Paul Whelan, who'd been over there almost 6 years, and
Mm,
he took off his American flag pin that he wears on his lapel, and he
mm,
pinned it on Paul Whelan's lapel.
mm.
And he's such a, my heart just, you could see he's been working on this since 2022.
Oh
And
my goodness.
they almost had Alexei Navalny, but then he ended
Mm,
up being murdered at the camp,
mm,
So,
mm,
yeah,
mm.
it's so much. So that's a quantum leap. Getting
Yeah.
16 people out of Russia is a quantum
With
leap.
16 people, I was just going to ask you how many, as I
Yep.
didn't watch anything about it. I knew it happened, but that's all.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
yeah, so
Yeah. And they weren't all American, but what he did was he said, this is the reason we have allies. He called in all his allies. And his
mm,
allies also brokered the deals for their people. So yeah,
mhm.
yeah, it's
And
amazing.
that's what a president should have is
That's right.
allies, not just dictators as friends.
No,
But
that's right.
um,
Yep.
so the 8-8, I got this. It is a master manifester day. Like you can
Oh yeah.
do a ceremony, do an abundance ceremony, bring in um, on the first of each month. There's a cinnamon ceremony. You get the cinnamon and you make your intentions and you blow the cinnamon in your front door. Well, you do
Right.
something like that on 888 too. You can have little uh, what are they called? Little altar, little
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
get anything. You could do candles. You can do burning sage. I like to clear things, energy before, and then I
Yeah.
do my intentions. But treat
Hmm.
this because it's 4 days after the new moon, which is planting a seed. Right, we're planting our new seeds, and this is got everything to do with what our heart values. So
Hmm.
definitely go into the manifesting mode on that. But I got requiring discipline and a balanced power use of power. So
Mm.
being and look, there's Biden again, right? Coming
Yep.
in with a balanced use of power.
Oh
Walking
yeah.
walking with a foot in both worlds at once. Now that's not easy because that's what we've been doing for quite a while since 2012. Like all of this has been slowly raising in vibration, and we're slowly acclimating to it. But as we do that, it can make you unbalanced, right? Make you very
Yep.
dizzy, not be. So as we get stronger in these frequencies, we're balancing in both worlds, learning how to love openly with trust. Now, I'm noticing that more in our society. People are being more uh, optimistic,
Yes.
saying I love
Yes.
you, being loving and kind. I know that happens here in our community, but I've noticed it outside of our community, and I every time I'm like, wow, that's so beautiful. Acting with maturity and wisdom, and then focusing with positive intent. So any intentions we make, of course, we want to be
Sure.
positive
Make sure they're
about them.
positive. Yeah. Yeah. It is hard too, Diana, but we really, really, at least we feel like we're making some kind of progress. Everything was
Yeah,
just so negative for so long.
yeah,
It's
it
really,
was,
yeah.
and it
Yeah.
and it gets to people, right? Because it
Yeah.
you base. I know I was doing this. I was thinking, well, my life can't be enjoyable while all this is going on. So I'll just wait. Like I'll put my life on hold till after the election. And I'm like, what? And thankfully, some of my friends helped me out with that one. But you get
Mhm.
stuck like that. Like, well, where's
You
the
do.
hope? Where can you
Uh-huh.
see me?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
No,
been
I
20
remember myself doing that. I think when I was younger, it was all about, well, after I lose weight, da 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 da
Yeah,
da,
yeah.
and then I never did lose. It's like having three closets full of size 4 clothing, but you're a size 14. After you lose weight, yeah, you can do that, but if you're not going to lose weight, you might as well get rid of all the,
Yeah, yeah.
if it's not inspiring you, then it's weighing you down.
It's truth. And
Yeah,
that's what we needed. We needed this dose of inspiration, right?
we
And
did. We did.
joy. So what is well, summertime, a lot of people in this hemisphere are out and about doing enjoyable summertime things, but I wasn't even thinking like that. Like I'll go over to the pool for a minute, but I need to like make it a
Yes.
thing, you
You
know?
should. You should.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should. It's interesting because this is the first year. I mean, I have a silly donut, like a blow up tube,
Yeah.
and I treat myself by putting it in my hot tub, which I can't go anywhere in it, but I sit in it for 15 to 20 minutes in the morning and in early afternoon,
Uh-huh.
2 different times, and I just bask in the beauty of, and that's when the dragonfly came to me, and the
Oh.
dragonfly was sitting right on a branch beside me, and I got up and I started to walk because I was done. I started to walk, and the dragonfly stayed there and let me look at it,
Yeah.
and it was gorgeous, and I just said,
Mhm.
thank you for inspiring me and allowing me into your space, and
Yeah,
for because there's just so much we don't see because we don't take the time to see it. Yeah.
to see, yeah,
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
love when the dragonflies come in close, and you can look up the color, right? So, say an
Right.
orange one comes in, an orange one came with was following me and my granddaughter the other day. So
Oh,
I was
cool.
like, "Oh, we have to go look it up." And so she
Yeah.
likes doing that, because
Yeah. Yeah.
that's spirit, right? Spirit's talking to us with
Well, I love
dragonflies.
it because I love the whole idea of you finding out you had a granddaughter and that she's teaching you just as
Yes,
much as you're teaching her.
yes,
You're sort of like, you always had permission, but now you've given yourself more permission to stay in
yeah,
childlike wonder,
yeah.
so that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I was getting
Great.
too serious there for a little bit. So she's teaching me how to play because I
There you
honestly
go.
I don't know how
Mhm.
to play. And
Mhm.
she's like, "How could I can help you?" And I'm like, "Good, I need help. Please
Mhm.
help."
Absolutely. So, Leah, yes, our heart contains the truth and memories. Tea Garden
Yes.
Chicken, we need to find the joy, love, and live it. And then the rest of the world sees what's possible, and every spark of joy pushes back the
Mm.
dark. You guys are like poets and you didn't know it. All
There,
right. And here's
brilliant.
Diana making you feel guilty for not accomplishing the goal of getting back in your fours, but being a teacher of 4S, I can return to my 4. There you go. There you go. Anyway, yeah. Oh, there's a swarm of 25 dragonflies outside, Leah. You just
That
bring those to you.
that
Yes,
is
you
so
bring them to
cool.
you.
In
I
my
know.
old place in the backyard, I'd have so many out there, and I just loved them. I would just sit there and
I've
watch
never
them.
seen one. I've never seen one
You
until
never
just
saw?
recently. No, I've never seen. I mean, I've seen
Really?
pictures and all that. Yeah, I've seen butterflies, but I've never seen a dragonfly. I mean, I've seen hummingbirds, but this was a black one, you know, the double wings with
Uh-huh.
white dots on its back. That's what this one was. And
Oh, wow.
I
That is
know.
so cool. We're gonna have to look that up for
I
you, Ellie,
know.
after, because
Yeah.
I had a black and white one that had stripes on it, and I'd never seen it before, never seen it since. And I was
Yeah.
just, it was amazing how
Oh,
they,
yeah.
and to me, I mean, all of it, whether I see a bee or a bird or whatever, it's all
Mhm.
spirit or my spirit team coming in with a message. So I always look up whatever
Yeah.
color it is or whatever it is.
Awesome.
Um,
That's awesome. Water lily, you had one flying hummingbird. You know that
mm,
they say that that's someone from spirit. When I see a hummingbird, I know it's my middle brother. My middle brother comes as a hummingbird because when he died, it was at Christmas time, and I went out into the freezing cold garage, and there's a hummingbird floating there. It was amazing. So, and it's like
oh,
when my mother died, she died. I'm sorry, when my father died, he died in November, and we'd already had a hard frost. And I went up to the cemetery. We went up to bury him at the cemetery, and my mother's already there. And there was a growing pink rose on the grave.
oh, wow.
And when those things happen, you just know that spirit. There's
That's
nothing
right.
else it could be. Yeah, there's nothing else.
And
Yeah.
that's the coolest thing. That's how I look
Yeah.
at everything. If I, if I notice a time, like right now, I just looked down, my phone says 55%. So to me, that's a message, like, and if
Uh-huh.
I, anywhere, anything, if I look at my phone, there's numbers, or if there's
Yeah.
something that's significant outside,
Mhm.
it's just,
Mhm.
I'd rather, I enjoy living my life like that, like it's
Yeah.
spirit
In
in my
wonder.
phone. Yeah.
So it's not only
Yeah.
joy, but it's wonder, living in
Oh, I
wonder.
love that,
Yeah.
Ellie. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
So, so look, that's what
That's
we have, and
yeah,
this is what Leo season really is bringing us to, is the joy
yeah,
and wonder. Um,
absolutely. Yep. Yep.
uh, I had just pulled, this, and it looks like a sun. Right? It
Oh,
says first.
yes.
It says first light. Okay, because again,
Uh-huh.
Leo rules
Yep.
the sun, beginning a new cycle, and I really feel that. I really
Yep.
feel that's what's going on for all of us.
Yeah.
We're,
That's true.
we're,
Um, and look at this. I have these beautiful cards that are light codes from Raphael. And
yeah.
I have ladybug magic, I'm sorry, and it says follow the signs and synchronicities, but it kind of goes along with what we're just talking about.
Just saying, yeah.
And look at the Merkaba. Oh my
Oh,
God.
wow.
So
Yeah,
they're in that Merkaba energy as well. The little butterflies and ladybugs
sure.
and all that. Wow, it's amazing.
Everything's got its own macabre, don't you think? I think everything's got this,
Uh-huh.
geometry we don't see. We don't see
Mhm.
it all, but it's there.
It's there. You're right.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
really?
Leah, you're so funny. Makes you think of sexy Robert Plant roar. I always thought Robert Plant was simply irresistible, and then when I realized he was Led Zeppelin, and he has that, he looks like a Leo. I don't know if he is, but he's got
I
that
think he
long.
is.
Is he? He
I'm
looks like
pretty sure. Let me look. Okay, I'm
yeah.
pretty sure he is with
Oh,
all that
really?
hair.
It wouldn't
Yeah.
surprise me. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. Wow,
Mick
that's
Jagger's a
awesome.
Leo. I know that much. Mick Jagger
There's a
was that.
there's a picture of Mick Jagger, and he's sitting at the Olympics in a group of people, and at the bottom it says, "When you're Mick Jagger, but nobody knows who that is."
Yeah, I saw it. Was so funny. Oh my god.
That was great.
Okay,
Oh,
so
he
this
is
is
a
for,
Leo, Leah? Okay.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
a Leo. August 20th, 1948. I mean, he's right on the
Wow.
cusp, but he's a
Yeah. Yeah.
high degree 29-degree Leo, right?
Uh-huh.
28, 29.
Yeah.
And that's what I forgot to say about Venus, which is going to be at 29-degree Leo
Mm-hmm.
on the 4th. That 28, 29-degree Leo, 0-degree Virgo is where the fixed star Regulus is. So
Mm-hmm.
you will see people like Robert Plant have a significant degree point there, where what, because that Regulus star is a star of royalty, or of uh you know uh, in a, not in a ki- narcissistic way.
Yeah.
I want to say the higher vibration of that star is
Mm-hmm.
royalty. Your crown, right? Your crown is lit up. It's for the crown chakra,
Right.
Regulus.
Right.
So,
Wow. Yeah.
so that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Yeah, it is pretty cool. But yeah, all these birds you're seeing and things that you're seeing, and Mary, you said you saw this
Yeah.
the thirsty Parisia, white with gray tipped wings, came to the railings of the back porch, and a huge pile of leaves from the previous fall that spelled out one. It's
Oh,
amazing.
cool.
I know.
Oh,
You guys
wow.
have miraculous stories, and I
Yeah.
love that you found them. You saw them. You took the
Yeah.
time to see them. Hi, Jen Bowles. How are you, honey?
White pigeons,
Um,
white doves.
wow, wow, wow,
Yeah, the
wow.
birds have a lot to say, and there's so many kinds of birds. When
Oh, there
they're
are.
around,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you hear them. They're just birds singing in general. Look what that's doing to the frequency. It's so
And
cool.
I did hear this, that if a bird is singing, then it feels safe.
Mm,
So it was like I could hear one go.
is that mine or Allie? I think you got. There she is.
I don't know, sorry. But if they're singing, that made me feel so good, because I know that they have to be mad at us for treating the earth like we do, you know. Yeah.
And you want to hear, I used to, I know, I feel what you're saying, and my guide would say, all the animals that come in are coming in to help raise the frequency,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and Mother Earth could get rid of us all in a second if she wanted to, you know. But I always hear that as we raise in vibration more, and the
Yeah.
the water, the air, the soil is all going to
Working
be
together.
rejuvenated. Yeah, and it's going to be
Mhm.
rejuvenated. It's not like this is the end of a cycle. This is the end of a 26,000-year cycle, and the end of the Piscean age going into the
Mhm.
Aquarian age. So there's always this chaos period at the end of ages,
Yep, true that.
and we're seeing it. We're seeing what
Mhm.
needs fixed. I guess they're saying in my head, baby steps. I guess I don't.
Yeah.
One step at a time is what I just heard, because they just
But
showed me
one
Kamala.
one step at a time keeps you present, see? And
Mhm.
that's what we have to do, because we have learned that time is something we have to try to contain.
Right.
Oh my God, look at all the time gone by.
Yeah.
We just have to get rid of that, and we have to start
Yeah.
thinking of be present, and one step at a time puts you yeah.
Thank
Going from
you.
water to air. Yes, Leah. That's
Yeah, we
awesome.
are going from
Yeah.
water to air, water and
Yeah.
earth to air and fire, and
Yeah.
that's an 800-year cycle.
Uh-huh. Yep.
So when well, which when we, there's so many cycles that are closing down, so many things that haven't happened. Like Pluto hasn't been in Aquarius
Mhm.
for 248 years. It's just been the last year and a half that he's gone in and out, till he goes fully in Aquarius in November 18th. He'll be headed fully into Aquarius. He won't go
Well,
back into
I have to
Capricorn.
tell you something really funny that I heard today, and I've heard it over and over again all day long.
Yeah.
This is unprecedented.
Really?
This is I've been hearing politically, it's talking mostly, and I turned to Keith and I said, well, the astrologist can tell you why. It hasn't been this way for 248 years. So how would you have it be precedented?
Right.
Yeah.
But they don't want to take astrologers seriously. Oh, that's
No.
just junk,
Yeah.
Well, it's the old systems, right, that are going away. I mean, astronomers were the first, and Diana explained to me, astronomers were actually astrologers. They were the first scientists, really, looking up in the sky.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I like
you
that.
guys, your wisdom is beautiful.
I mean,
Thank
you're
you
just
for
brilliant.
sharing. Thank you for sharing your brilliance
Does
with us.
Aquarius mean we can recreate our self-identity since they represent all of us? No. I mean, you can always recreate yourself, right? And I would say Leo is probably the best time to do that. Aquarius, I mean, we're all working
Well,
on it.
she means the age, though, doesn't she? Because the Piscean age was all about religion, and the
Oh, no,
Aquarian.
she's saying self-identity. I'm sorry. Let me get back to the
That's
question.
all right. Can we
Does
recreate?
Aquarius
We can do that at any time. We're also doing it with our DNA upgrades.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, and that's Aquarius, right? Because if you look at Aquarius, the symbol's two wavy lines. That's frequency. It's getting into everything.
Yeah.
Aquarius is about raising the frequency, becoming a neutral observer, staying above the fray. Aquarius is wish there wasn't any fray. In fact, they don't like all the drama. But yeah, at any time.
Those of us who are choosing to stay through this maelstrom.
Yeah.
And it is a choice. It is a choice.
It's a choice.
We can recreate ourselves at every moment.
Absolutely. And we do. And none of us are just, I'm not the same I was last week, let alone 20 years ago, or, we're changed all the time. And I think this too, as that frequency is coming in, I feel that we're getting more rejuvenated, like healthier. Now, there's a lot of people that are going through quite a few health challenges. But
they're shaking off the old energy with those. It's
exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You get rid of it.
Right. Yeah. And frequency is going to be one of the ways to heal people. That's going to be a more prevalent going forward. Everything is frequency. I can't say that enough. And if you can keep your frequency higher, and believe me, I can't always do that either. But there's sometimes you do got to drop in frequency and remove what's no longer serving you, and then you can float up higher again. I don't know if that makes sense.
Wow. Well, we got some questions, and people have been very patient in waiting to get them answered. And some of them are more general for all of us, which is great, collective questions. And we have some personal ones. So Mary Beth Lee, I hope you're still here. I had you tagged. And we will be happy to read for you. Let me see, what do I want today? I just love all your wisdom in the chat. I appreciate you more than you know. It's interesting because I know there are some readers out there that don't want people to contribute, for instance, like if they pull cards, what they got, or I don't know. I just don't know why people don't, but I guess I don't get it.
I think together we're better, right? We're stronger together.
Absolutely. Because we're all teachers and we're all students. Yeah. I love Socrates said, all I know is that I don't know anything.
I say that all the time. I don't know anything. Oh my God. Absolutely. And there's so much to know, my goodness.
There is so much to know. But, there'll always be more to know, isn't it? No matter how much you know. Yeah. Anyway. All right. So, Mary Beth, the first card I got here is a beautiful let it go. And there's the hummingbirds we just talked about. Oh my goodness. And they're almost wrapping around with this string around this beautiful green heart. And the energy is just flowing. And it just says, let it go. Let it go and know that all is going to be well. That's what your guides want you to know. Anything that you've already been working on is going to be bearing fruit for you. And as you well know, that you certainly not fruit trees, but when you're having a garden, you can't make the vegetables and things grow any faster than they're going to grow. But eventually they bear fruit, and the fruit of your labor is something that you can take in. So, and I love this. Here's your dragon. Oh my God, here's a dragonfly. Body and soul.
Oh, wow.
Body and soul are connected. And the soul is connected here by the beautiful lotus. And the body is represented by the green heart within a heart and the beautiful dragonfly. Oh my goodness. So please know how loved you are. And they're saying, you let it go. You're bearing fruit, and you're healing body and soul. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I got the same thing. Like at first I got the healing one, taking shelter. It's about going within. It's about going within and knowing that you're your own light,
Oh yeah. Protected. Yeah.
But Allie got all those hearts for you though. And as you were taking shelter, you were dreaming about this says vast vistas, expand your horizons. But I think you're really working on what am I doing next? As you're bearing fruit, I think you're bearing fruit of ideas. Like there's all kinds of, I got exploring too, and it just keeps saying to me that you're looking up all these things that you want to do. Like you're exploring all different things. It's not just the normal stuff. You really are opening up a huge door for yourself that maybe you didn't do that before, is what I want to say. But that's really cool that you are now.
Yeah. That's awesome. Hi, Karen Robinson. It's great to see you. Yeah, nice to see you. I hope that helped you, Mary Beth. I hope you enjoyed that message. Thank you so much. Did you read them all, Val? I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, I did. Okay. But because I just flipped this over and it says about Leo. That's the Leo.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
Solar night upgrade. Maybe that does have to do with her too. That's it. You have enough courage. The courage is there. You're opening the solar plexus chakra. They're showing me, and there's this light coming out, and but this is about for you. You're living for you. That was the last lady. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
came in a minute later.
That's all right. That's all right. Sunshine.
Water lily.
So, all right. So this is interesting, water lily, because you're in an 8. Apparently, you're in an 8 year. So that's awesome. And this is going to be a very auspicious day for you, I would think. I would make sure that I spent a lot of time. I hesitate to use the word ritual. Everybody thinks there has to be something specific and you have to do it right and all that. You don't have to. But I would walk the path of 8. And that's what we talked about the last couple of weeks, remember?
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful day for you to walk the path of 8, which is if you go to Pam Gregory's channel, you'll see that she was talking with the lady, Miss Soul, and she just talks about putting two stones here and then walking like you were doing an 8. It could be a really cool gateway for you, especially since you're in an 8 year. It says that it's giving you the keys to your own creation of you and opening doors for you in places that perhaps you've never opened. That you are going through this beautiful initiation, but all that's in front of you is enlightenment. And that's exactly what the energy says. And it's sun energy. And so I think it would be a wonderful manifestation day for you, Water Lily, because 8 is also the number for money. Yeah,
it really is. And when you said initiation, that's the card I got.
oh my goodness.
This is the
Wow.
Halls of a Mente.
Yeah.
Initiation. Secrets revealed, treasures uncovered. And yeah,
Yeah.
treasures can be wisdom, but also abundance, right?
Yeah.
Gates of triumph. I got gates of triumph for you. Like you're coming into your own. Oh, okay. They're showing me like this is where your heart is. That sun is the gates of triumph. Success expands in your life. But this is all about you opening up to you, to your heart.
Yeah.
And 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 then I got Journey by Moonlight, so I'm thinking maybe that the Aquarius full moon on the 19th. Believe in magic. Like this is doing these are 8/8 gateway. Goes from the 26th into the 12th. And a lot of people do like light a candle every day, a little ceremony, little thing,
Yeah.
Maybe do something to call in how this Lionsgate will affect you. What do you want to
What do you
experience?
want? Yes.
Right.
And the thing is, there's no right or wrong. You put a couple of stones or a candle, or there's no right or wrong way to do it. You say a prayer, you do whatever you feel drawn to do, Water Lily, I think would be just enough for you.
It's a good time to fun and have play.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
And inspiration's coming in.
Inspiration coming, right? Oh, this is great. Jenny wanted to share that her total at the store the other day was $88.87. So Jenny, you'll appreciate this. I used to be a tax preparer, and the lady that I was working on, she owed the IRS at the very end. I didn't want her to owe the IRS because I always was trying to look out for my people, but she did. She didn't pay enough taxes, and she owed $10.40, which is the IRS. So don't manifest that. Yeah, you've got all those 8s, Jenny. You've got some good things coming. There you go.
Yeah, Jenny's doing her ceremony. See?
Absolutely. So here's a really cool question from Mary Starshine. Yes. Are light warriors and light workers having their 3rd strand of DNA activated now?
I think it's even more than that, actually. I think we're way up. Are we past 2 strands of DNA? Yeah, are we? For some reason, I'm seeing 12. I mean, I don't know why. 12 strands of DNA are. This is why am I seeing 12? Why would I see that number? What do you get?
I ended up getting open doors. So I think we have to just, the thing I love about my cards is that on the sides of the cards are DNA strands.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
Yeah. And so there's so much in there. And I was watching I love watching, advancements in science and things like that you don't hear about all the time, but you watch it in a documentary. Right. And one of the things it was saying was that there was a precipitous bunch of different DNA recently that somebody was tested for, and they think it had to do with a whole different Homo sapiens and Homo this motive, a different whole genus of people. And it had a DNA in there that was more alien, that they'd never seen before. And of course, you can't say, oh, yeah, that's somebody from the Pleiades. They don't know what their DNA is. But it was just interesting because it was a UFO show. And they were saying that, we have certainly had some intermingling of DNA that way. So I wouldn't be surprised, Mary. I don't know if everybody's dealing with it, but I will tell you that I've had really bad sickness, and Val had the same thing. She was detoxing, but there's something going on, and I think my body was just we were sloughing off whatever it was from older DNA.
Yes.
But it's like they want you to be the one that considers it. They said live in wonder, and there's that word again. And look at things from a new perspective, always. So whether it is or it isn't, the fact that you even asked the question tells me that you may know more than you think you know.
Yeah, I think she does. Yeah. I keep getting this book. It's The Power of 12, about activating 12 strands of DNA, but there's all kinds of stuff on the internet here. But I've never heard of that book. I don't know. I must have heard it somewhere along, but at the moment we have
12 realms.
12 realms, yeah.
Yeah.
And let me see what else I get.
Then I see 12 exists but are not activated. And
okay.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, got your question, Tea Garden Chicken.
I got this card. It's angelic frequency, and I'm thinking maybe that's what 12 strands of DNA is. No, I don't know. It just said, angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection.
Wow.
I think you're connecting to angelic information too. Mary, I don't know what's going on here.
Mary is very evolved, I believe, and we all are. We all are, but we're, some of us are connecting in this area and others in this area.
Yeah.
But that's why we're all together, so we can share the connections that we get, and then it's like a huge puzzle we're putting together here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You have like a abundance, infinite. Okay, this has infinite abundance, but I'm getting wisdom. You're really abundance is pouring into your life. Not saying that it wouldn't come in other ways too, but you really are. I think you're. Like I see you as a person that is looking up all these concepts, right? But you really, you're the one that has the answer. I don't even know how to explain what I'm saying.
No, well, that's true. All we are doing is remembering.
Right.
We already know everything. I remember being told that that I had spent many lifetimes learning stuff, and that if I didn't use the information in this lifetime, that I'd lose it all and I'd have to start from scratch. And I'm like, oh hell no, I don't want to do that.
We are not going backwards, that's for sure. No.
Yeah. Yep, that's great. Yeah, Lori, I think the puzzle makes sense too. And the thing is you know how you're almost done a puzzle, or you're so frustrated with a puzzle, you try to make one piece fit. Have you ever gotten that mad at it? I did. And we can't do that anymore. We can't try to make things fit like that. Yeah. All connecting in different ways, like web strands, to catch all the energy and get strong. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. Yeah.
And then I just got the Fibonacci sequence, right?
Oh,
so that's another like part of the DNA.
Thing.
Yeah, like I see you as like a scientist, Mary Starshine. Like you're doing your research. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
somebody taught that we don't have knowledge. Our job is basically to remember.
So we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's awesome. No, Tea Garden Chicken. There's no threats here. No threats. Only good threats. There's no bad threats. I want to just shout out. I forgot, and I got to do it. But Scorpio Mama is having some issues and has launched a GoFundMe, and I'm going to be putting it on my community page. If anybody can help her, thank you very much. She's a very valued member of this community. So there you go. All right.
Send me the link. I'll put her on my community page too.
Oh, I will do so after the show. Thank you. All right. So we've got Anya is asking, I love all the rocks I've collected over the years, as well as inheriting all of my Rockhound parent stones. When do we need to stop digging them out of the earth? And what is that effect on Gaia? Um, I
I
just
think
think they're there to, they have wisdom in them, don't
yeah,
they?
they're
Yeah,
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 they got a lot of wisdom and
yeah.
everything on Mother Earth. I mean, look, if we didn't pick the apples off the apple tree, right, they would just rot. I mean, I know
True.
that we're digging out for them, but there's
Mhm.
a um I feel the stones come out when they want to come out.
I
Does
agree.
that make sense? They have their
You do.
own intelligence and their own. Just think of all the people they help. I think collecting all
Yeah,
those rocks is beautiful.
I agree.
And yeah,
And
plus you can put them back into the earth. I mean, you don't have to dig holes to put them back, but
right.
leave them around places if you wanted.
Well, when I Native American spirituality, I was always told that you can take something, but you have to leave something behind. They
Yeah.
said it could be tobacco, it could be spit, it could be
Mhm.
urine. And because that isn't, you're not denigrating by doing that. It's just part of who you are, even if it was
Right.
urine or spit. But
Yep.
when I got to the point, Anya, where when I was traveling, I wanted to bring back a piece of that place to where I
Mm.
lived. And I was
Mm.
toting just regular rocks all around and I have them all with me. And I love the energy they carry because it
Uh-huh.
reminds me that I've been a traveler and that, that I've been able to learn some things in different places. So, yeah, I agree, Laura. She loves for us to have them. They are
Yeah,
living and sharing their frequencies. I agree. You will leave a piece of hair, Amanda? Beautiful.
I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's a good one. Yeah, yeah,
That's smart.
uh, yeah, absolutely. All right.
Mm,
So we've got
really.
Sharon O'Brien. Unfortunately, well, Val, I mean, if Val could, she could tell you a little
Let's
bit
see,
more, but she's got a
829.
Virgo sun and a Gemini moon, so that might help.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay, so like the Virgo, we got Mercury in Virgo. Now he's going to go retrograde. He's going to go back to
yep,
Leo.
yep.
So he's lining up his information, but going back to check with the heart, and then going back and um, uh, reassessing everything he's learned. Okay, so Virgo's going to be in a big helping us out a lot this month
Mm-hmm,
because again, Spirit is asking, okay, well, here's the facts, here's the information, but does it resonate with your heart? And if it doesn't, when
mm-hmm,
it comes back, you know, Virgos are, and then we got Venus going into Virgo. Okay,
mm-hmm,
Gemini moon, you're brilliant. Virgos are the earth angels, you know. I
mm-hmm,
just see the Virgos as the earth angels, and you have the ability to, wow,
mm-hmm,
you know,
mm-hmm,
Virgos are very discerning, and to have a Gemini moon, that's
mm-hmm.
really,
So the Virgo is a Earth sign, is that right?
yeah,
Okay.
Virgos are sun. Hmm.
And then, of course, you got a moon in Gemini, but the moon also
Yeah,
is, I'm sorry, Gemini is an air sign.
right. So you
Do
got
you know what your
Earth.
rising sign is, Sharon? Do you know what that
Is,
is?
but I
Because
don't know
that's
if
how you
the
present yourself to the world. So,
right. The
yeah.
rising is who we show up. Um, and I think, well, I got overcoming obstacles for you. You can overcome anything. If you're struggling or stuck,
Uh-huh.
enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
Enjoy the journey. It's
Yeah.
important um, that we, again, bring that joy and that wonder into our
Yeah.
lives
Yeah.
and explore
Absolutely.
the world. It's like exploring a new world because the energies feel new. The
Yep.
energies feel so
The energies
different.
are different. That's
Yeah,
right. Because it's unprecedented.
it's
Everything
unprecedented.
is, not just the politics, but it's yeah. Yeah.
Unprecedented. I got unexpected.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh. Yeah.
adventure.
Yeah.
Some yeah, something adventure, surprises, a wish, a change, wish for change,
I
which
got
kind of
adventure. I got adventure. Look at that. I
I
got the
feel
same
that's
thing
what
you do.
she wants to do, Sharon. I feel you want to change, you want to go on an
Yeah.
adventure, or you
Yeah.
want a little change or something to spice
Mhm.
things up, you know,
Uh-huh.
in
Yep.
other words.
Big spice. Well, she's kind of been stuck let's put it that way. She's
Mm.
been stuck because she's had health issues. And so it's time for her to break out of this. I think coming up, but it's also
Okay.
going to be your birthday at the end of the month. So how beautiful. And you're going to be 65, which is a wonderful year. I
And
have to say.
Virgos are the healers
Uh-huh.
of the zodiac. Once
Mhm.
Virgos understand their, I'm not saying we're all completely healed. I would never say that, but we get to a certain level with it that we can help others heal.
Right.
And
Right.
I feel, Virgo likes to be of service. I think that's maybe why you feel stuck, because you're not helping enough people. But I'm getting that it's about you right now, for you to heal, to help. Especially during Leo season right now, go into your heart and really
Mm-hmm.
give yourself all that love and goodness that you would do for someone else.
Uh-huh.
And I
Yep.
think that's important for you
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. There you go, honey.
Mm.
Oh. All right. Much love to you, Sharon.
Sharing your
All
stuff
right.
yourself.
Yeah.
Mm.
My husband's the same way, Sharon. I mean, it's been 9 months.
Mm.
So, sometimes the universe slows us down so we can grow in other ways, but who needs
Right,
that stuff? We don't,
right.
it's not appreciated really, but yeah. All
That's
right.
that for there is a reason though. Like, I
Yeah.
know it's not appreciated, but there's
No, I know.
something with Sharon.
Yep.
My God,
Yep. There is a
you know,
reason, just like there is with my husband. He's just got to find out what it is and get himself back on track.
it's not easy. Tea
Ooh.
garden chicken. If my guides have a specific message for me.
Mm.
Hi.
Do you know anything about your starseed origin, tea garden chicken? Because I have here, know that you're not alone. Because look at this. This is from the light code cards.
Oh.
And this is you're sitting in the Merkaba, but it says, you have come from somewhere else. And
Mm-hmm.
you are not alone. You probably, I bet you, if you get an Akashic record, you could find out which planetary origin, or it may not be that you originated in another planet, but you might have lived on other planets. And where a lot of us are finding this out, this is the time for this to happen. And then I get an ancient portal is opening, healing the past. And what do I get? I get the DNA codes again. Look at. But this
Wow.
isn't the same cards. These aren't the same cards. So I'm guessing that you are being activated. And look at this at the top. It's like a different. It's a what is it? An eight one pointed star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, isn't that Venus? Isn't that Venus's
Is that
eight-pointed star?
Venus? Yeah, yeah,
I'm pretty sure. I think.
yeah. I think
Um,
you are activating. You're activating some of those DNA strands. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
When you pulled that card up, and you were talking about you're from somewhere else,
Yep.
we're aligning with the Sirius star system, and I saw the blue in the
Mm-hmm.
card,
Yep.
and Sirius seems to come in. And then when I said that, I got the central sun. So
Oh.
Sirius lines up with the central sun, and
Oh,
then
for
kind of that
heaven's sake.
information comes to our sun.
Oh,
What else
okay.
does that say? Abundance, downloads, regeneration, and success.
Mm.
Um, I do
Yes.
feel like your information is coming into you that is going to really be like an aha moment for you. I
Mm-hmm.
feel that's
Yeah.
coming for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yes, Lori, it is a child under the star. I don't know if you mean, oh, this one, yes. See how close you could see the little child there. Yeah.
Oh,
So
see.
they
And
are
you're
cool
intense.
cards. Yeah. Yeah. I
And I got
know.
this and all that fire.
Ooh,
Like you're
there's
intense.
that central sun again. Isn't it
Yeah.
kind of look like it? Yeah.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
says intensity, feeling anxious, deep emotions,
Mm-hmm.
overwhelm, release, or passion. But that's exactly what we're going through Leo season. So maybe you are releasing some stuff, and as you release, more information and downloads is coming in, light codes
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah. I have to tell you, these cards are amazing.
I love those cards.
They're the light codes by there's a lady, her name is Kelly Kolodny, and these cards are the Master Ascension Light Code Oracle deck, and it was channeled by Raphael. So and that's what we're dealing with right now. When I saw this and it said light codes on it, I went, I need those.
I need those. I love that.
My bank account is saying, come on, lady, you don't need any more cards, you know? Yeah.
A 12-pointed star represents the quality of divine wholeness and integrity.
Okay.
Look at Venus.
Awesome.
Right. Where'd you get those cards? You got some of the coolest
I found them on Instagram, I believe. I went to, you know, how you see advertising, because it wasn't on Etsy and it wasn't on Amazon or anything. It was a separate place. But if I'll send you the information. I can't remember how much they were, but I want to say they were about $40, which I thought the book in and of itself, I haven't even read. It's gorgeous.
So that's the one you showed me with the bigger book? Oh,
yes.
That's cool.
Yeah, that huge book. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So, Mary, I didn't know about this. Dr. Gale recommended Ascension Playground to get starseed origins. Okay. Well, that's awesome. Yes, Kelly Kolodny. She channels Archangel Raphael, and she has her own .com, I believe. Yeah. She's all over social media. Oh, Rafi, you got it too? Okay. Isn't it amazing? Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah. These people need to stop doing this because they're testing me. You know that, right? Oh, she has a YouTube channel. I didn't know that. All right.
Oh, what?
It'd be nice to get some of these people to come on and talk, but it's hard to do that when they're really, really busy. Yeah.
She channels Archangel Raphael.
Aloha, Liza. It's nice to see you. Yeah. I'm glad you got some rain over in Maui. You need it. Well, I think those cards are powerful. Lori says, I stay in awe of Sirius being involved with so many aspects of major changes. The blue light surges all came from Sirius. So isn't that also that other lady, Nancy Rebecca? Doesn't she do
Rebecca. She does the blue light beings,
yeah.
And how, I mean, her channel, wow. She really gets into it.
Oh, you think she would, Karen? Well,
the information.
I can ask her. I mean, Irish Granny gets authors and stuff to come on her channel. I don't know how she does it, but she does. Yeah. All right. I'll check it out. I'll see what I can do. All right. Let's go on to the next question, which is Scorpio Mama. Message for you. All right.
Stay focused. I got stay focused and hold the course.
Oh.
And then you got a crown chakra upgrade. Look at that. Oh, wow. Look at that bird.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And that's divine connection, holy experiences, miraculous energy. Yeah, that's what I would say. Stay focused. Oh, wow. Again, journey by moonlight. That maybe something up to this next full moon is going to open up for you.
Oh, good. I hope so.
I do so. Too. Yeah. Believe in magic.
Oh,
that is so cool. Yeah.
That is cool. Yeah. So, Scorpio Mama, they're telling me that you're a crystal child and that you came back to love, bring humanity back to love and peace and teach us how to live in unity. I love that. So gather that. The next one I get is discernment, which is kind of like what Val said in her card. In other words, you can see situations clearly in order to help and others solve problems or give advice to a specific. Make sure you also do that for yourself. Find your own self discernment. And then I get earth magic. There's the magic word. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
You're dancing on the earth and you're on your tiptoes, but it takes a lot to be able to get into ballerina stance on the, you know, on soft ground. But they're wanting you to realize your worth and that you are growing, even though you may be in a stagnant period right now. And I know you're going through.
Yeah, this Leo period is really I'm hearing self-love and acceptance, and as you heal that, I don't know, call in. They're saying speak it into existence. All that you require right now, speak it into existence. Make your intention list for the new moon, the 8/8. There's all kinds of things that we can do just by our
intentions.
Intentions.
This really gave me chills as well. 8/8 is the first anniversary of Lahaina's destruction. Remember the fire last year?
Was that on 8/8? Oh, yeah. Man.
See, so while you guys are working to manifest what you want, send a little prayer to those, I won't say celebrating, but on the anniversary of so much loss and destruction that happened in Lahaina in Maui last year. That's amazing. I didn't realize it happened on Lionsgate.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I didn't either. I don't.
Yeah.
And this was for a Scorpio mama too.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Yeah.
No, it's okay. New jobs, gifts, recognition, opportunities are coming in for you. Call them in with this Leo season.
Wow.
Liza. Man, I did not know that.
102 people did pass. Yeah. You're welcome, Mama. Yeah. Oh, you don't do Nancy Jean's 9 candles. Okay, Liza. That's understandable. Yeah. She sets it up to end on 8/8. Okay. Yes, and a massive prayer for Cal. We're right now going through so many, the whole Southwest and well, actually from Colorado west, we have so many wildfires right now. And of course it happens a lot. And I think it's even up into Canada. This is that time of year. So yeah.
Wow, did you know that the fire survivors, they got a $4 billion settlement? I don't know how long for Lahaina. I think it just came out.
Yeah, but think of it reminds me of the guy that died during the Trump assassination attempt. They did a GoFundMe for his widow and they got like $1 million. I don't know what it was, which was very nice. And he said something like, isn't that Trump said, isn't that wonderful? Look at that. Look at all that money she got. Isn't that great? And she said she'd just rather have her husband back. And I'm thinking, hello? Of course you would. Who wants money over your loved one? I know. But there's that clumsiness again. Yeah.
Well, he has, he's just soulless. I'm sorry. He's soulless. He has no passion, no nothing.
Yeah. So I was just thinking though, that that they got what $1 billion, but it's not even.
It takes a whole. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
How many people were displaced? The whole place.
102, and then all the buildings and probably there's a lot of animals. Yeah. And yeah. Someone recently started a fire in the old macadamia forest. Incendiary. Why would they do that, Eliza? I know you don't have the answer.
That's
and it's still burning up on Haleakala? Oh. Okay.
And you were like, why would they want to do that? Like somebody started a fire, I don't know if it was California or Colorado. The person pushed a car on fire on purpose off a cliff and started the fire, one of the wildfires. Like, what makes you think like that? How do you get to that point in life? I don't understand.
That's the hardest thing for me, though. Jen says you're expecting human reactions that require empathy from a soulless person. And I guess It's hard. It's always been really hard for me, and
Me
I
too.
can't
Yeah.
expect people to think. We can't expect people to think the same way as we do. But
No, and
it's like it. I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But yeah,
yeah.
it was
It
California
was
for the
tough.
oxen. Okay.
Mm,
Uh,
unbelievable.
yeah.
Unbelievable.
All
Well,
right. So
Leo.
Leah, general reading for you. Ooh.
Well, Leah, I got your breakthrough is at hand.
Mm.
Breaking trail, and then I got valiant courage, which says take action with passion. Okay, those fire Leo, fire season, Leo
Yep.
season,
Yep.
passionate, take action. I feel there's something coming in for you, coming up for you that you could um bring it. Well, they just said bring in more joy and wonder for yourself. Oh, I have
Yeah. Yeah. I got a merry motive, and so when I get that card, a merry motive,
very
it means
motive. Oh,
yeah, it means that we're supposed to just, you're supposed to go out and find wonder and joy in the little things, and that's what you do anywhere, Leah. But
yeah.
um, you
Yeah,
also
Jupiter and
embody,
Leo.
yeah, you also embody Sekhmet, which is one of the Egyptian
God.
goddesses. And look at
Yeah.
this. Look at your energy body. It says here,
Mhm.
embody fierce love right now. And it
Again,
says,
Leo.
yeah, it
Yeah.
says here, healing and expect miracles and you can heal. And look at this. I love it because it's like a lower angel, a higher angel, and then the big wings at the
Oh, I
top.
love that.
Oh, it's just very fabulous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you have Jupiter and Leo, Leah? Oh, for heaven's
Uh,
sakes.
and look,
Yeah.
Leo, I got the central sun for you too.
Uh-huh.
Something in Leo season for uh,
Okay.
gonna coming back into your power.
Mm-hmm.
You something to give. Like how we're getting this feeling of a new lease on life. That's what I'm
Yes.
getting for you. Like
Yeah.
a new lease on life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very
Wow.
cool.
Yeah. So hello, Jeff, and hello, Sally. Sally, I got a text from Randy about 2 hours
Mm.
ago, and she's almost here. She's amazing. Boom, she's here. Anyway,
I don't know how she did. I don't know
I
how
don't know
she
how
got
she did it either. She's crazy.
Arizona to
Yeah,
Mount Shasta in a day.
in a
It was
day.
a day. Like
And
how
she's
do you
coming
go?
up from Mount Shasta to Seattle in a day. Yeah. So Arlene gave a few little.
Mm.
She's got a Leo sun, a Gemini rising, and an Aries moon. So
Oh.
Leo is fire energy, right? Fire
Mm-hmm.
energy.
Fire.
Gemini's air, and Aries is fire energy, isn't it?
Fire. Yep.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you're fiery. But
Yeah.
your mind, you like your Gemini rising, your mind doesn't stop, right? So, but when you do, because to me, that's our ideas, inspiration, and brilliance that comes in, and you have no problem making saying, I'm doing this, I'm going here, I'm going to do that, you know.
Mhm.
Um, it's just you have no problem with any of that. Mm.
That's yes, with the air to fan the flames. Oh my God.
With the
Thanks,
air
Sally.
to
Thank
I wish you right now. Oh, I love
you.
it. Yeah, yeah,
Your mind is always on. Oh, that's the Gemini in you, my
yeah.
dear. Oh, you should be. My husband and I both are air signs, and you should be here with us always in our minds. Oh my God, crazy. I have for you, Arlene, the Merkaba, which says activate your light body, or you are activating your light body, and look at the Merkaba. And the
Mm,
Merkaba is it's just like the essence of spirituality. It's just so
mhm,
beautiful. It's an inverted.
mhm,
It's a pyramid and then an inverted pyramid, and you're right
mhm,
in the middle of it. And then it says forgiveness, release any dysfunctional energy. I can't imagine that you'd ever have any, but anyway, if you do, get rid of it. Yeah. Forgive anything that you perceive you've done either to yourself or someone else. Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't. Did he have a name? Did he have a name, Mary? That lion? I don't know.
Lion, this first one. Can you remember the name? Oh, I don't know if he did have a name.
Was his name Leo? Yeah. Wow. It was? You guys? Do you really know that? All right. You have one in copper? Okay. That's cool. Let's see.
Grand Air
Lion name. Leo the Lion.
Yeah, so you
Only
have
the lion in use since 1957 was actually named Leo. There have been others. There were 8 different lions between 1924 and wow. Well, that's interesting. So the most recent one, the one that we would have watched as kids, would be Leo. Yeah. Wow.
Leo. Yeah, see, they knew what they were talking about back then.
You guys are a riot.
They said they were a grand air trine. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a brilliance
You
there.
spend an awful lot of time in here. You must. Yeah, you must.
I mean, that's just the brilliance, right? Constantly coming in, constantly ingesting information, deciphering information, speaking.
Well,
so,
we've had quite the show. Leo means voice in Hawaiian. Okay. That's beautiful.
Whoa, really? Yeah. That is cool.
It is cool. Well, I always have a great time with you. Thank you, as always.
I always have fun with you. Thank you for having me.
Of course, and thank you to everybody. We had at some point we had almost 50 people here, and now we have over 30 people. So that was awesome. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Ginny. It was nice to see you here tonight. Thank you for coming by. Everybody have a great weekend.
Hi, Ginny.
Yeah, I've got my class with Val K tomorrow that we're going to be doing mediumship, and I've got my guest, and I got Amanda and Randy here tomorrow. We should have a real hoot between us and all the dogs because we have a lot of.
That's going to be so cool.
Anyway,
that's so cool.
Yeah. So thanks, everybody. Have a beautiful evening. It was wonderful sharing time with you. Yeah. I'm so glad we had this time together.
Be in your heart.
That's right. Stay in your beautiful heart space. Yeah. Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Y'all.
Thanks. Thanks, Eliza.